Folks, here's a quick unboxing and setup video of this Ender Creality Ender 3 V3 that I got from eBay. It's refurbished, so probably you could see these QR codes everywhere. It comes with the instructions. So this is the Ender 3 V3. It's a small footprint, 220 by 220 by, I'm guessing 220 is the height, which is fine. It's my first 3D printer, so I thought I'd not spend a lot with coupons. It was under $200, so I thought it was a good deal. It's refurbished and it comes with a 2-year warranty, which is already registered in all states. So I confirmed that, so I have a 2-year warranty. Just some caveats. You have to put 8 screws in to secure this, 2 in the bottom here and 2 up here, and the same thing on this side. So when you do this, you have to make sure that you push it in all the way. First, put the screws in, don't tighten anything. So hand tighten it. And then after all the screws are in place, then you can tighten it. It does come with some tools that you can use to tighten everything. Zip ties. Really not proud of anything when they give you zip ties to fasten stuff. It also comes with, I guess they call it metal grease, but I'm sure it's the grease that goes on the rails. I see a little bit of spot right here. So that's for that. Comes with some, I'm guessing 200 grams of PLA, Creality PLA. So we'll give that a test. Let's see what else. Yeah, the screen is pretty good, and you have to make sure when you push it down, you click it in all the way. The instruction says to put the filament holder first, but I'm going to do that last. I think it's a lot easier to do this before you put the filament holder. Also, underneath here, before you connect this, you want to confirm that you set to 115 volt or whatever country you live in and the voltage there. So the switch is right behind here. So before you put this on, confirm it's a red switch, confirm that it's set to the voltage for your respective country before you put this on. What I really like, it's heavy, it's metal. I think it's steel, so it's not aluminum, so it's quite heavy. So it's even though refurbished, it pretty much looks brand new. There's some little smudging here from before, but that's about it. The screen was a little bit dirty, so I just wiped it off. There's no scratches on the screen. Everything here looks pretty brand new for a refurbished device. And again, it comes with a 2-year warranty, which is 1 year more than regular. I'm almost done putting it together. I'm just connecting all the wires. Looks like putting the wire around the print head is a little bit convoluted based on the instructions. You have to run the tubing here, put some zip ties here. So I'm going to go through that, read through the instructions, and then we'll see how well it prints. But so far, so good. I thought I'd do a video of this before I finish up. So the first thing is, this is the filament detection plug. You plug that in. And this, you want to connect it into the slot over here. Put the cable through this slot here. And notice that there's this top part, this rubber, and then this, I guess this would be a rubber-ish sleeve. Yeah, this is the rubber sleeve. And this is I guess this is rubber also. But I put it on the bottom part, so connect it over here. So this maximizes the length of the nozzle cable. And the nozzle plugs into this connector here. And then you put the zip tie over the bottom, and then you connect the zip tie to the bottom here. As you can get the camera to focus. But the zip tie is on the bottom part here. And then you put the cover that it comes with right over it, and it actually looks nice and clean, surprisingly. You just want to make sure that you and then you could hear it click. You want to make sure the front, if I put it in too early, the front doesn't. So you want to make sure that your tabs in the front. You want to make sure that the tabs are in. And then I heard it click it in place before, and this time it's not clicked, so I know it's not correct. But you want to make sure that these notches that are in the front here go inside. Okay, I guess it's in. Okay, I guess it's in. And it actually looks nice and clean. The way the cable comes out, and it looks like it's part of one piece, but actually we had to add this. So that's where we are so far. Okay, so far I was able to connect the PTFE tubing, which goes straight into here and also connects into this hole. And I used the included clips. There's 3 of them. So you put the, I guess the closed one over the PTFE tubing, and then you connect it to this cable. I do want to correct one thing. When I plug this into the slot over here, there's a little rubber right here. There's a little rubber thing, so I make sure that the plastic piece goes over the little rubber gasket or covering, if you will. So I took care of that and then added these clips. And right now, this is the sample that it came with, and it fed. I cut it off at a 45-degree angle, so it's easy to feed in here. And then it went in, and then you should be able to see it. So I'm going to push this in, and you should be able to see it move, hopefully. Not sure if the camera will pick it up. I'm not sure if I can see it, but right now it's about here. And there is a unlock switch right here. Right now it's in the unlock position. So this would be the lock position. This would be the unlock. So I think after it goes in as much as I can, and then I think I need to lock it. I haven't even turned it on yet. But anyway, so that's where we are right now. So let me push this thing in. All right, so I pushed it in as much as I can here. So I try to push it in a little bit more. Here it's not going through, so it's in all the way. So I will put this in the lock position. And then I will turn it on, which is the switch back here. All right, so now plugged in. So I'm gonna turn the switch on over here. And very nice Creality light. I was not expecting that actually. So you can hear the fan running. There's a fan running in here. It's taking a while to boot up. Okay, I'm not sure if it's because it's a refurbished or anything like that, but there's didn't ask me to go through any kind of initial settings, so I'm just going to setting. Come back to this one. Time zone, export log version. The latest version. Well, that's good to know. How does it even know? Let's see if we can connect to Wi-Fi. After connecting it to the network, I rebooted it, and it found a new firmware. So it installed the firmware, and it told me to do the self-calibration. So I'm just doing the self-checkout right now. And also, I think initially I did not push the filament in all the way into the extruder, so it was actually not doing anything. But then I pushed it in. Anyway, I'm going to try it again after I do this input shaping and auto leveling. I'm trying the benchy again, and it's doing some increasing the temperature and the nozzle cleaning, although it hasn't printed anything to even clean the nozzle, but fan is speeding up. Why is it going back to 120 degrees? Is just beyond me. It goes up to I don't know. It went up to 190 degrees. Now it's going back to 120 degrees. It was already at 100. It went from 160 to 120, back from 120 to 190. Now it's going back from 190 to 120. I don't get it. It says nozzle cleaning, but it hasn't even printed anything yet. So it's a bit bizarre. So I finally got it to start printing the benchy. As you can see, my table is not fully stable. My table shakes, so I need to put on a different table that's a lot sturdier than this one. So this is actually the leg extension of a bigger table. So maybe I'll move it over here because this is nice and sturdy. But this one shakes a little bit. There was some blue PLA that was there before that came with the refurbished Ender 3. So I had to somehow push that out. So after heating it on and off, and then really pushing in the filament through here, I was able to get it out, and it actually extruded a bit. And right here, the blue stuff was what was in the factory. So even though it was refurbished, the nozzle was not clean. I was expecting it to empty, but it had some blue stuff inside. So it wasn't thoroughly cleaned or thoroughly extruded. I guess it'll always be there. I don't know. But so far so good. The printing is going on pretty well. It's 17% done. I have 10 more minutes left. So let's see how it goes. But so far as I see it, I think it's doing a pretty good job. And again, I think having the less shaky table may do a better print. I'm not sure. The print is done. It's cooling off the nozzle temperature from 210. The bed is still at 59 degrees. Here's the benchy. I hope this thing doesn't come down on me. Perhaps at the top part, it left this little thing, filament sticking up. But overall, very much impressed by it. So just to show, and so there's like this one line here, but I'm actually not bothered by it. I don't know why this line came in here. There's just some little strings in here. It's like 3 strings. That's all I can tell, but everything else is just nice and clean. So even the hole in the back looks clean. And as I run my fingers over it, the bottom is just nice and flat. Even this is just nice and flat, nice and clean. Yeah, so this side, you don't see that line over here. But on this side, you do see this line. And then when I rub my finger over it, I could see a difference in height. But on this side, it's nice and smooth. But on this side, you feel a little bit of a ridge. But overall, it's just unbelievably fantastic. That's all I can say.